What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, we need to talk about Shiba Inu and the amount that has been burned off for March. Specifically, we're going into detail about the entire year to date. So from January to March year to date, and how much we have burned off, and if it's looking really good, if the future is looking bright, and maybe get into some detail when it comes to some burn projects as well. Because if you haven't heard, we burned off from the Let It Burn channel, the Matthew Perry channel, also Shiba Burn as well, Shiba Burn token. We burned off a total of 1.15 billion coins in March. So we're obviously excited to see what the rate is for March and how this will continue to grow moving forward. So before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you always get notified when I post a video. Also, don't forget to check out some of the links in the description. One of those links being for crypto.com. If you guys want to sign up for crypto.com, you can get $25 free in CRO if you sign up and get the Ruby card. So definitely go ahead and check that out. But we're here to talk about Shiba Inu. And what we need to start with is this right here. We're going to start with the amount that we burned off. So if you didn't know, from March 22nd, we burned off basically 1.14, almost 1.115. We burned off 1.114 billion coins. 1 billion of that came from Shiba Burn token, which, if you're not familiar with that, I'll link a video up in the card so you guys can check out what that is, because it is a really, really good coin, and I think they're definitely going to move. Right now, they're early stages, so if you make a move into it, there's a high possible chance or high possibility that you could see a lot of gains with Shiba Burn token as well as Shiba Inu token. So yeah, we burned off quite a bit, but the real question is, like, how much are we burning off per month as a whole? Is it enough? And I'll tell you right now that no, it's not enough right now, but it is enough for just getting started. It's way more than what we could ever have imagined, just getting started. I understand there are people with some aggressive imaginations. I understand that. But I didn't think we would get the ball rolling like this, and it's great to be able to see this and how it is growing at a faster rate. So if we bring down to Shiba Inu's price, currently Shiba Inu's price is at 24.64. It's down about 1%. It has changed since the last time I made a video, which was on the Let It Burn channel. But we're definitely seeing some positive movement over the entire market. The volume is sort of down today. It's down by 36%, and that's probably a big reason why you are seeing it. Also, the amount of holders are down as well. But what we're here for is the burns, right? What's going to this dead wallet here? What's going to this dead address? And as you can see, over March, we've had quite a bit of burns, way more than what we've seen in previous months. Now, I decided to take all of this information here, everything I could. If I go down here, I can get a CSV file. So I ended up doing that, ended up manipulating the CSV file. You know how I love my spreadsheets. Now, I didn't make like a complicated spreadsheet because this is always going to be like ever changing, really. But maybe I should do it just so I can put the date in there and put all different other types of things in there as well. But if we go into the detail of my spreadsheet that I just made, basically it's going to spit out a bunch of information. Now, I have from January all the way down to March. So it's basically this year to date, and you can see all of the big transactions that we have had in March. And I ended up making a pivot table based on this year, and also looking at the amount of transactions that went through. So if you look at January, the amount of transactions went through were 227. So we did have 227, which is pretty high compared to February, where we only had 197, less than 200 transactions. However, we had more volume, or more of a quantity, go through that burn wallet in February than we did in any other month. So if we're looking at January, it was 1.1 billion that we ended up burning off. February, it was 1.3 billion that we ended up burning off, almost 1.4. And look at this, March, and we still have 6 more days left to go, and we burned off 3.49 billion coins. Now, I know that's still only a drop in the bucket. I know there's going to be a ton of people saying, hey, that's not enough. What you're burning right now, it needs to 1,000x in order to see massive change, which I think could happen. It's just going to take some time. It's not going to be something that happens right away. We're not going to see 90% burned off in one day, because one, that would be horrible for the position for what you're holding, because a lot of times the whales will get out before you would. So it would be horrible for your positions, because it would be something that increases in value a hell of a lot and then decreases right away. So we obviously don't want that. We want to see less, or I guess less volume happen over time, which creates more volume. Does that make sense? So while we're seeing 1.1 burn off, another 1.3 or 1.4 and 3.4, let's see if we can continue to make these months just as big as March was, if not way bigger. So currently for year to date, we've burned off 6 billion coins in 3 months. Now, again, it may not sound like a lot, and it doesn't. It doesn't sound like a lot. Um, I I I understand what you guys are thinking. Understand that we have to start somewhere. We really do have to start somewhere, and we're starting at this spot. We're starting at 6 billion. We're starting at 1 billion for 1 month. Then we go to 1.4, 1.5. Then we go to 3 billion. Maybe we go to 5 billion and 10 billion. It depends how people adopt all of these different methods. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk about, is really all of the methods, right? There's the Let It Burn channel that's out here that's probably burning somewhere around $1,500 to $2,000 a month, and could end up being more as more people get I can't speak, into it, or interested in it, right? And you also have, SHIB burn on YouTube. They burn some, burning around, I think, like $200 to $400 worth a month, and that can obviously grow as well. You also have Shiba Burn Token, which is a separate token than Shiba Inu that specifically burns Shiba Inu, and they burned off 1 billion last month, a total of 1.3 billion in the time of them being out there, being in launch. So that's definitely good to see that. You also have Bigger Entertainment that's out there. So you have many different burn methods. If you guys want to figure out what burn methods there are, I believe there's a couple of things over on Twitter. There's one called Ways to Burn, and you can see all of the different ways that you're allowed to burn. Shiba Coffee Company is one of them. SHIB Superstore is definitely one of them. So there's a lot of coins as well as burn methods that are out there that can be investments and a burn method. But then there's also ways that you can do normal spending, like spending on coffee and burn off Shiba Inu, or spending on clothing and burn off Shiba Inu, or spending your time and burning off Shiba Inu. There's games out there as well. So we just need to adapt and adopt all of these burn methods. If we're not jumping on these burn opportunities, if there's not at least 70% effort from the entire Shiba Inu community, the SHIB community, people that own SHIB and want it to burn, not obviously like destroy the coin, but destroy the supply of the coin. If we don't have 70% of those people decide to get into some of these burn methods, then we're not going to see what we want to see. And I think we just need people to adopt all of these. We need people to look at Shiba Burn on Twitter. Let's go over to Twitter and look at Shiba Burn. So I'll show you guys here. If you go and search Shiba Burn ERC 20, you're going to get Shiba Burn token and go to their website, and you're going to see that everything that they have here is very, very transparent. They talk about the fact that they have the largest community-led burn right now of 1 billion coins, 1 billion Shiba Inu coins. And if we look at where to buy it, you can buy it on Uniswap. They're going to be making an effort to, increase or the amount of exchanges that they do have. Definitely go and check them out. I have a link in the card to, basically about what they're all about, or if you want to read into it, you can always read into it yourself, but go ahead and check it out. I mean, they're growing fast. It's in the beginning stages, and you can make a move into that. So that's where we are right now. If we go back into the spreadsheet, we're going to see that we are at 6 billion coins that we burned off for the year. And I think we do need to increase rapidly. We understand that it needs to be an aggressive pace, and it will be as soon as all of this is adopted. So in my opinion, we're in a good spot. You let me know what you think. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. You get a lot of updates on SHIB, whether I'm burning, whether we have some burnings that are happening, or whether Shiba Inu is taking off. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.